anytime you come across this video, make sure you watch it to the end, because there is a great lesson for you to learn in order for you to help yourself in this life. Because if you don't watch this video to the end to learn the lesson, you might fall victim of these circumstances, of which at the end you will have yourself to be blamed. So learn from other people's mistake in order for you to protect yourself from being a victim. This is a story of a brother that is feeling very hot now, but he cannot do anything about it. He is only thanking God that God were able to help him out. So the story is about a brother. He says in their family, their parents born them six boys, and the family, the father and the mother, they were very poor. There is no money for any one of them to train them in school. So most of them are not going to school. They are all staying at home. Some of his brothers went to go and serve other people in their houses just because their parents are poor and cannot help them. He said along the line, he met a guy in their neighborhood, and that man is a truck driver. So he decided to follow the truck driver to go and work as a conductor, because he is the first son of the family. So he feels that the load of that family is in his head, on his shoulder, and he carries it. He said he made up his mind to carry the load of the family. So along the line where he was helping his neighbor or somebody around their area to do the conductor, he said God so kind to him. He met someone who sponsored him to travel abroad. He said he traveled to Germany and he stayed there and he worked all his life out. He worked everything, morning and night, every day, in order for him to make enough money, because he see the poverty in his family and he wants to wipe that poverty away from his family. And God being so kind to him, he's getting the job that he was doing in order to make this money, and he made the money. He said the moment he started making money, he sent back to his village, to his brothers, those ones that have already went to do house help in other people's house. He brought all of them back and he started sending them to school. He makes sure that each and every one of them go to school, while him stayed in overseas there doing his menial job in order to make money, and he's making the money. So he said he trained the whole of his brothers in the university. All of them were graduates, courtesy him. He said along the line, he didn't make all the money that he's making. He was not saving any money for himself. He was just pouring the whole money he's making onto his brothers, just to make sure that the poverty in their family wipe out. So after training them, most of them get good job. Some of them travel abroad also like him. And right now, he is old. He's no longer having the strength to do the kind of work he was doing before, to make that kind of money he was making before. Now, those of his brothers who he has helped to become rich, because he said almost all of them are graduates and all of them are doing very, very well. He said he did not marry on time because where he was helping them to become somebody, he was not able to get married on time. So it was later, he now later got married. Before he married, that his brothers already have gotten married, even have children. He said he managed, it was out of struggle that him has to by force marry and start having children. He said now he's no longer having that kind of strength or that kind of power he used to have before to make money. Those of his brothers who he has already helped, that all of them are graduates now, all of them are doing very, very well, healthily well. They are doing very, very wealthy. They are all of them, all the brothers, they are all wealthy now. So instead of them now to be the one shouldering his needs and the need of his own children, none of them used to ask after him. Each time he called them, they will tell him that they will call him back, and none of them will show interest of what he's going through. Even his own children, that the only thing that is helping him now is just the little one he saved in order for him the little one he was able to save, that is what he's using to establish a little business for his wife, and that is what they are managing from. He's having health challenges now, and none of all those his family members, all those his brothers who he helped, who he trained in the university then, are able to come to his rescue now. He said that he's telling this story so that people will learn that even when you are trying to help your family members, he is not saying, and I'm not telling this story in order for people not to help their family member or not to help anyone, but the story is just for you to learn that before you start helping somebody, make sure you yourself have helped yourself to a stage where you know that you can never get poor again. Because once you start carrying your family member in your head, and if anything should happen to you tomorrow, it is very, very rare for you to see those people you help then to come for your rescue. This brother said that even his own children now, to see money to send them to high institution now is becoming an issue for him. But those his brothers now that are supposed to be the one to be carrying the problem of his own family, training his own children in school, they all left him to his fate. All of them, most of them are abroad now. Him is now back in Nigeria, struggling with his own life, and none of them is caring. If you call them, they will just give him one excuse or the other. That is the end of the story for him. So he's now bringing his story out in order for you to learn that being sole responsibility of your family or friends will not be their solution. It's not that you will not help them. It's a life story I'm telling you like this. This story I'm saying now is something that happened to somebody that I know very well. He said I should tell this story in order for other people to learn that before you can help anybody, before you can start carrying the load of another person in your own head, make sure you have already established yourself properly. Because if you didn't do this, when it's time for you to reap from where you have sowed, those people you have invested your money or your strength or all your life savings on, they will hardly remember you. It is 1 in a million for you to see those people you train or those people you help to be of help to you. So learn from another person's mistake and be careful when you are doing or when you are rendering help to anybody. May God bless you as you always watch my video. Learn and help yourself. God bless you all. Bye for now.